All right, friends, today our job is to remember all about the music staff. Oops. Oop. So this is the staff. I'm getting pretty good at writing with my mouse on the computer. This is the music staff. It has 5 lines and 4 spaces, and we count from the bottom going up. Line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5, space 1, space 2, space 3, and space 4. On the staff, we like to put our notes so we know what pitches to sing when we are singing or even when we're playing an instrument like the xylophone or the piano, a pitched instrument. We have some things to remember about what note goes where. So the first thing that you have to remember, pick a new color, is that do, mi, and so match. If do is on a line, mi and so are on a line. If do is on a space, mi and so are on a space. If I put do on line 2, do is on line 2. Now I have to figure out where mi goes. Well, I know that it's going to look the same, so it's going to be on a line, and it's going to be 1 higher than do. So it's going to be on line 3, mi. I could also add 1. 2 plus 1 equals 3. And then I have to find so, and I can do the same thing. 3 plus 1 equals, so will be on line 4. So. Then we have 2 friends that don't look like mi or so or do. They are the opposites. And these opposite friends would be on a space when do, mi, and so are on a line, and on a line if do, mi, and so are on a space. And they are re and la. La likes to be the tallest friend in class and likes to be at the end of the caboose, right next to so. So is on line 4. La is on space 4. Right next door. They're next door neighbors. Then we have Ray, who likes to be friends with do and mi, even though they don't look alike. So he sits right between do and mi on the space. So we have line, space, line, and then we have something here that we skip. It's fa, but we're not going to talk about fa yet. And then we have line and space, almost like a pattern if we keep this one in our head. I'm going to go back. Oh, I can't go back anymore. Oh no, how sad. Erase, erase. And we're going to do it again, but this time we're going to put mi first and see if we can figure out where do and so go, and then re and la. So I'm going to put mi on space 4. And this is going to be super tricky. It's a challenge. So I want you to take a second before I give you the answer and think, where would we put do if mi is on space 2? Okay, I hope you have it. Do is 1 lower than mi. So do is going to be on a space because we know they're all the same, but we have to take 2 minus 1, which is, what? Oh man. I just realized mi is on space 4 and I wrote space 2 down here. We gotta erase, 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 erase. Let's try that again. Mi's on space 4 and do is 1 lower. So 4 minus 1 is 3. Do is going to be on space 1, 2, space 3. Oh, Miss Szymanski. It's been a long day. So there's do. Now we have to figure out where so goes. We know so is going to be on a space. 4 plus 1 equals 5. And we don't have a space 5, but we have a space above the staff, and that's where so goes. Tricky, tricky, but it can go there. Now we have to figure out re and la. We know that re makes a pattern and goes between do and mi and is opposite. So do is on a space, mi is on a space, re is going to be on a line, and the line in between do and mi, so line 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here's the other challenge. La has to be on a line because re's on a line, and it has to be higher than so, but we don't have any more lines over here. So we have to draw our own. It's called a ledger line. Let me choose red. So I'm going to draw my own line for la. And you might think, is Miss Szymanski allowed to do that? But actually I am. Ooh, forget that. Actually I am allowed to do that because there are more than just 9 notes, aren't there? If we count all the lines and spaces, 4 plus 5, we get 9, but there's way more than 9 notes. So sometimes we have to add a ledger line, or even 2 or 3 or 4. Above the staff, we could also add it. Let me get my red. We could also add a ledger line below the staff. We could make a space note between 2 ledger lines. So, what you need to remember is 5 lines, 4 spaces, and we start from the bottom and count up. Do, mi, and so are all going to match and be in a row. Space 3, space 4, space 5 slash a space above the staff, or like we did before, line 2, line 3, line 4. They're all going to be right in a row like that. Re and la are opposites of do, mi, and so. Re goes right between do and mi. We have an open place between mi and so, where we don't put anything, but we skip. And then la is opposite of so, mi, and do, and it's right above next to so.